Professor Mostafa stood before his students in a bright classroom at the Faculty of Education. His lesson plan for the day was ambitious, introducing the concept of cultural awareness using a unique lens, the diverse cultural identities of the American states. Tarek, Sarah, and Layla sat at the front, their notebooks ready, intrigued by the topic. "Good morning, everyone," Mostafa greeted. "Today, we're diving into cultural awareness. Let me ask you, when we say America, what comes to mind?" "Freedom," Tarek answered confidently. "Fast food," Sarah added with a smile. Layla thought for a moment. "Diversity." Mostafa nodded approvingly. "Good answers. But did you know that each state in America has its own unique culture? To understand the US, you need to explore these cultural differences. This is where cultural awareness comes in." He wrote on the board, "Cultural awareness equals understanding and respecting cultural differences." Cultural awareness, he continued, is about recognizing that even within one country, people's values, traditions, and ways of life can vary significantly. Now, let's explore this idea through three states: Texas, California, and New York. Mostafa turned to Tarek. "Tarek, what do you know about Texas?" Tarek grinned. "Cowboys, ranches, and barbecue." "Exactly," Mostafa said. "Texas has a strong identity rooted in its history of cattle ranching and its independent spirit. People there often value tradition, hospitality, and family gatherings. Imagine teaching English in Texas. How might understanding this culture help you?" Tarek thought for a moment. "I'd use examples and stories that reflect their values, like family events or local festivals." "Perfect," Mostafa said. He turned to Sarah. "What about California?" Sarah responded, "Hollywood, beaches, and technology." "Spot on," Mostafa replied. "California is known for its innovation, creativity, and cultural openness. It's a melting pot of traditions, thanks to its diverse population. How would this influence the way you approach teaching English there?" Sarah smiled. "I'd incorporate diverse examples, like references to global cuisines or multicultural stories." "Exactly," Mostafa affirmed. Finally, he turned to Layla. "And New York, what comes to mind?" "Skyscrapers, business, and the Statue of Liberty," Layla answered. "Great observations," Mostafa said. "New York is fast-paced and multicultural. It's a hub for finance, art, and immigrant communities. If you were teaching English in New York, how could you connect with your students?" Layla replied, "I'd focus on practical language skills, like navigating the city or talking about different cultures they encounter daily." "Excellent," Mostafa said. "Now," Mostafa continued, "this brings us to the bigger question. What's the relationship between culture and language?" Layla raised her hand. "Language reflects culture. If you understand the culture, you understand the language better." "Exactly," Mostafa said. "Each state has expressions, idioms, and slang unique to its culture. For example, Texans might say, 'Y'all.' Californians talk about surfing the web, and New Yorkers say, 'I'm walking here.' These phrases reflect their daily lives and attitudes." He concluded, "Cultural awareness isn't just about avoiding misunderstandings, it's about truly connecting with people. By understanding the cultures of these states, you'll see how diverse and vibrant the US is." As the class ended, Tarek, Sarah, and Layla chatted excitedly about the lesson. "Professor Mostafa," Sarah said, "I never thought about how much culture varies even within one country. This was eye-opening." Mostafa smiled. "Remember, wherever you go, approach every culture with curiosity and respect. That's the essence of cultural awareness."